up, everybody? It is your host, Jay the Great, and welcome back to another combat sports related video here today. And today we got a nice little promo by the great Dreist Studios. They always do a great job, making these promos. This is Covington versus Masvidal extended promo. Friends to foes, you're next. And although this fight isn't official yet, let's hope, a man can dream, right? We can all dream as MMA fans. We could all dream of this great matchup right here. But I'll give my thoughts after the video. If you enjoy, leave a like, hit that bell button, hit that sub button. Any love is greatly appreciated. I love you all. Let's get straight to the video. Screen. Let's get straight to it.
At the end of the day, man, we're both just rooting for each other, man. We set out a long time ago, over 5 years ago. We were both broke, plotting on the world of how we were going to make our money and our stake in this world. And our dreams are now falling into plan. If you ask him, or you ask anybody that's known us and said, we've been planning this for a while now. So it's whether he gets a title shot first or me, there's no, oh man, he got the title shot first. That's my little brother. I don't care. I'm gonna be rooting for him. I'll be in his corner probably,
They were friends before foes, like the title implies. They were real close, to be fair.
You said that you're not a West Coast gangster, you're a Miami goon. What's the difference between the two?
You're gonna find out Saturday.
It's an exciting fight, The battle.
Is that when you fought Diaz?
Diaz is 1-1 in the last 3 years. Jorge Masvidal is 2-2 in the last year or two. So it's the battle of the journeyman. So I'm excited to see, who comes out top.
Masvidal beat the shit out of Diaz, man. That was domination. Domination. Outclassed him completely.
But now you're starting to slag him a little bit. Is there trouble in paradise here?
No, not at all. No trouble in paradise.
Colby and Masvidal get into a beat. Now, before review, go, well, yeah, they're fighters. That's what they do. These guys are teammates.
I wonder who started it, the beef.
They are extremely good friends.
If someone gets mad at me,
seems
or
like
a media member
Colby did, to be fair. But we're not sure, I guess.
There's no beef. He's still my best friend, man. We go through way back there. You don't know what me and that guy did. We've been through so much together. So I got, nothing but respect and love for him. He's my brother.
Yeah, but you call him a journeyman. Something you wouldn't want to call somebody who's a friend of yours. Am I wrong on that?
There's nothing in my contract that says I have to be nice, and there's nothing in our friendship that says I need to say nice words all the time.
I'm just wondering, when you show up to practice, is things weird?
It seems like Colby did start it after that hearing that statement.
It's gonna be weird, and it comes out of jealousy and bitterness on the jail. They're wishing they could do what I do. They wish they could make the paychecks.
Very tight. He's gonna get the tap here. And there it is. Colby Covington.
You got a lot of alphas in the room, of course there's gonna be drama, And then you got a lot of petty bitches too that get upset.
That's when he knocked out Till. That was a nasty knockout.
I'm prepared for anything. The thing is that these guys are talking a lot, but they know what would happen if they stepped to me. I'd beat their ass.
He's relentless here with the ground and pound. Rutland's right on top. Oh, shit.
Sheesh.
It is what it is, man. All these words, they do have consequences to it. This guy used to sleep on my couch. He used to eat off me because I wasn't the one with the sponsor. He was just still relatively an amateur, and I was helping this guy out.
Both these guys are beasts, man. This would be a great fight.
If you're jealous of what I'm doing.
It hurts that he would do that in a way just for a like on Facebook, just for a retweet on Twitter. He's doing it.
Colby is going after his own teammates. His own teammates are going after Colby.
Sorry, guys. Just checking if the mic's on, You gotta stay on.
I earned everything I got. Nothing was given to me. I had to go out there and blood, sweat, and tears to get this world title.
I am here with the winner and new interim welterweight champion, Colby Covington.
It wasn't some fake title they put on the line for a participation trophy.
The Rock.
Have that belt when I come back to New York. It'll be ready.
These guys will never touch gold, so they had to make some imaginary participation trophy up for these losers.
Losing doctors waving it off.
Bad stoppage. Bad stoppage. I think let Nate keep going, man. He's a grown man. He does this for a living. Let the man keep fighting. Even though he was losing the fight. Let him fight.
I said, if you don't pay him, I'm going to F you up.
Ultimately, the owner, Dan Lambert, has even had to step in and enact some policies.
Didn't Dan institute a rule where he didn't want the teammates talking about each other?
Sorry, guys. We had another ad.
That's his role, and that's their business. But we're in the Colby Covington business. I'm not in the Dan Lambert business. I'm not in the American Top Team business. I'm in the entertainment show business, and I'm in the money-making business.
It's crazy how Colby, got this persona that he came up with after apparently almost being cut for being so boring. You know, crazy how he just crafted this persona and stuck to it. Has been stuck into it.
Shared a lot of memories, you know.
Yeah, you guys were real friends.
At some point, I would have considered us real friends.
Well, how's this gonna get resolved?
Dan Lambert, like putting him in a tough situation. Like they're coming to him to protect their precious
Wow.
little feelings. Oh, Dan, Colby's such a mean person. He's a bad guy. Oh, he says mean things about me. Kick him off the team.
What the hell was that?
Mark Smith.
Don't know what that was about.
We would sell out our friendship like that so quick. We never had a friendship. I thought we had a friendship, but I could see from your end to mine, we were never cool, man. You were just using me or whatever.
All of a sudden, I see all these reports online that you've been removed from the
Justin
American
Poirier is in that gym.
website.
Colby has been removed from the team roster.
Are you no longer affiliated with that team?
That is correct. I'm affiliated with Colby Covington Incorporated as of now. You know, I'm my own team.
Yeah, I heard about that. He was kind of, you know,
I'm not your
kicked
roommate,
out.
George. Now I'm just your daddy. I give you your spankings.
Colby Covington is really taking it to Damian Maia right now. At the end of the day, he didn't feel safe with you, man.
There's always that question of whether this is all for show.
And just like good things came to
Not that
an
this
end,
is WWE,
trying
but
to develop anybody that doesn't believe
he has
that
put on the
they're
heel
gonna
kind of
be
persona.
they're gonna be
He's put that on for a long time, ever since he almost got cut, and it's really bizarre. He broke the friendship with Masvidal. If it's real, who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe we're all getting played. I tend to think that's not the case. I think it is authentic.
Our time will come.
It's just
I'll dictate.
weird. It's really weird.
People said that what I did to Ben was a little uncalled for.
Masvidal's a savage, man. When he did that, that shit, I was shocked. I was shocked. Completely shocked at that took place.
What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for. I can put my life on that, man.
The biggest fights in history will have one of three things: ethnicity, nationality, or personal grudge.
What better narrative is there than two guys who used to live with one another, used to be good friends, and now hate each other?
Those guys used to live together. I mean, you build a real connection when you live together, you know?
I bang harder chicks. I make bigger paychecks.
When you want to talk about personal grudge, I don't think that there's anything bigger that is out there right now or that we have possibly ever witnessed in history, like Colby versus Masvidal. This is very real.
I want the best friends turn enemies fight with Jorge Masvidal, Street Judas. He's been talking all that talk reckless, you know, at our old gym. He was saying, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's see it. Come see me in the octagon, man. If you're so tough, let's see you back up those words. But he can't. He's gonna go hide. He's gonna look
That'd
for
be a
that
very
single
interesting matchup, man.
He's gonna look for easy fights because he knows how to expose him.
We still got about 7 minutes to go. He's thrown 382 strikes and counting.
Insane pace. This is a grudge match that has to happen.
Is it possible that you guys are looking at Masvidal versus Colby?
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, how do you not make that fight?
We need the Covington versus Masvidal.
Nobody knows that guy. And he just got finished by the guy that got fought in 6-day notice.
That was a great fight, by the way. Masvidal Usman, very close fight up until the point that, you know, until Usman dropped him. And then he manhandled Woodley. Very bizarre injury, though. He twisted his rib or something like that. Very bizarre.
Do my business, man. Me and him will scrap at some point.
And speaking of spineless cowards, Street Judas, we got unfinished business. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. I'm coming for you. You're next.
Shout out to Dreist Studios once again, man. Great video. But like I always do in all these kind of videos, these promos and things related to combat sports, I like to give my thoughts on these possible matchups or already official matchups. So with this matchup here, Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal, right? It's a hell of a matchup. There's definitely a real storyline there, a real story to be told. Obviously, they were best friends. They lived together. You know, that's, I mean, how much closer can two men be unless they're, you know, in homosexual activity? No, I'm like, honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. That's the closest you can be without being intimate, you know, living together as roommates. Now, as far as the matchup itself, Covington is in a way similar to Usman, you know, in a sense that he can use his wrestling and his volume and his pressure to overwhelm you. You know, that's what he did. That's what Usman did to Masvidal. You know, he didn't really strike with him. He used the pressure of his, you know, world-class wrestling and his superior size and strength advantage to his advantage. And he pressed Masvidal the whole fight. It was very boring, but very effective. And he won the fight clearly. And to be fair, Masvidal did well. He had good takedown defense. He didn't get taken down too much. He was mostly held against the fence. But oddly, when Usman fought Covington, it was a straight up brawl. Maybe because the grudge was so deep, the hate between the two was so deeply rooted that they just wanted to prove a point, and they both did that. It was a very, very close fight up until the fifth when Usman dropped Colby. It could have even went to Colby if the fight would have finished, But as far as this matchup, I feel like Covington and Masvidal have, pretty deep, deep beef. Not as deep as Usman and Colby, though. I don't think so. I think they have some against each other. I think Covington did start it from the statements that I've heard here and previously in the past. I think this would be a fight that Covington wouldn't want to, keep on the feet too much, kind of like Usman. Because I think Jorge Masvidal, honestly, is the best boxer in that division. Pure boxer, hands-wise, not kickboxer. And maybe the best boxer in the whole UFC. Very good boxer. Great combinations, great power, and great understanding of angles, and great feints, great everything. He's very good boxer. I don't think Covington would want to stand with him too much. I think he'd want to use wrestling similar to Usman. He's going to probably spam the takedown. I think that's what he would do against Masvidal, like Usman did, and just use his great cardio to his advantage. They almost look the same size, but I'm sure Covington I think he's a little bigger. But I think he uses his superior wrestling ability to his advantage, and that's how he beats Masvidal. I think Colby does win this fight. I could be wrong. Masvidal could just not allow it. Maybe Covington just isn't at the level Usman is and isn't as strong physically, and Masvidal wins. But I think it's close, but I think Covington gets the job done. I honestly think Colby is the second best fighter in that division after Kamaru, the champ himself. So, hell of a story. I think this fight sells well. I think there's a great story to be told. True animosity. Not to the point of Usman and Colby, but there's still, even so, true animosity between the two men here. And yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Like I said, once again, I'm going to keep saying it. Dreist Studios does a great job. Go check out their other stuff. They always do a great job with all their promos. I feel like they put it all together very well in just about every promo they make. So shout out to them. But if you enjoyed my thoughts and the reaction, man, show some love. Like I said, any love is greatly appreciated. Hitting that sub, that like, and that bell button, is very appreciated. I love you all. If you have any recommendations for any future videos, leave them in the comments. But this is Jay the Great signing out. I'll catch you in the next one. And I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.